Okay. Boleh dengar ke?
Boleh.
Speak. Guys, boleh? Okay. Boleh start ke? Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and very good morning to the speaker and for all participants. We start our program today with Kitab Al-Fatihah. Our honorable speaker, Brother Kawarizmi Al-Amin, and all participants. Attention to all participants, please ensure that your audio Zoom application is on silent mode. For the information, the attendance link will be provided 30 minutes after the talk, and the feedback form link will be provided before 5 minutes the program ends. All the participants need to fill up the attendance and feedback form to get the CTD points. Without further ado, I would like to invite Brother Kawarizmi Al-Amin to give his talk entitled Sharing Session, Innovation and Creativity at the Workplace. Please welcome.
Thank you. Sekejap Alright. Thank you, Sister Iza, if I'm not mistaken. Assalamualaikum, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, boys and girls. Welcome to today's sharing session. I am Kawarizmi. You can call me Kawa if you want. For those who might not know me, I am a N19 from Medical Records. And today we're going to talk about QR code. The QR code. You guys might be familiar with this thing because I believe we've seen it everywhere. And yes, it's everywhere, trust me. But first, let me tell you something. I am very looking forward to these sessions. As a matter of fact, I'm a bit stunned when I got the call from Kak Suzy asking me to share on how I use my QR code on my daily basis. And obviously I said yes. She came to my office the other day to experience the whole process of the workflow and whatnot. And it was quite a day. What I'm trying to say is I'm very honored to be invited for today's session. Thank you, Kak Suzy and HR team. So throughout this session today, you're gonna expect me to be a little bit nervous because this is my first time in a sharing session as a speaker. I am very nervous right now, but I'm gonna do my best. And I hope you guys can enjoy it and hopefully to get some inputs that can help you. So, as you can see right now on your screen, this is some of the key points that we're going to be discussing for today. And as you can see, this is all about QR codes. Everything in this slide is all about QR codes. And I don't want this talk to be boring. So I put a little bit of fun image, fun picture for you to see on the screen. All right, I'm going to read you the key points. Unlocking the power of QR codes. What are QR codes? The benefits of QR code. Using QR code in the workplace. Generating QR code. Using QR code to substitute typing. So let's get into it. First, I'm gonna ask you guys a question. How many times in a day you see QR code? Some might say once, and some might say a lot of time. But the truth is, everybody is using QR code nowadays. You will see QR code everywhere. I promise you, it's everywhere. You want to pay for your food, you use QR code. You want to transfer some money, you use QR code. You want to get somewhere, you use QR code. Believe me, it's very good. You get the point, it's everywhere, but the thing is, QR code is, I suppose to say, it's so much more than that. QR code can store data used for advertising as a business card or product details. Do you ever sit down in a restaurant or a coffee shop? You ordered coffee and you see on the cup, it has a QR code. When you scan it, it has the product details, where it's from, how it's made, how much is it. So it's very, I believe it's very convenient with, rather than you have flyers for advertising, physical business card, and all that stuff. It's more green, I suppose to say. It's saving the trees, I believe. I promise you guys this will be just short and simple presentation. So don't you worry about the times. Now, you might be saying, Kawa, you from medical record, what do you know about QR code? Well, let's just put it this way. I love to explore things, technology and stuff, and QR codes really caught my eyes. I promise you guys that QR codes are magical. It really is magical. If not magical, I don't know what is. And after all, everybody's using QR code today's world. Like I said before, to pay for your food, transfer money, and all that. So why not us as healthcare workers to use QR code and take it to another level? That is something that you have to ask yourself. So basically, what is QR code? What is it? What is QR? This QR stands for quick response. So it's a quick response code. As you can see on the screen, it consists of black and white squares arranged in specific pattern. When scanned, the code is translated into text or website URL, which can then be accessed by the user. It's real simple. The thing that I love about the QR code is the simplicity itself. So how do you use it? It's really simple. As I said it many times, it's really simple. You open up your smartphone, you scan it, and you're good to go. The next one is the benefits of the QR code. Now listen, you don't want to type a long URL or contact information or a long text on your smartphone. It's annoying. I understand. It's really annoying. When you have to type a lot of things on your phones, you might be doing something, you might be doing typo, mistake along the way, you might be busy, you don't have the time. And I believe everyone in SASMAC don't have the time because they are so busy. I'm just kidding. It's really a lot of process. But this QR code eliminate all of these annoying things. You don't have to worry about mistake, typing error, and I believe it's a lot more quicker. As I said before, it's very convenient. You just open up your smartphone, scan it, and you're good to go. I'm gonna skip the other benefit because that is not what we're here for today. So let's just move on to the next one. If you ever wonder, what do I do for a living? Well, this is it. I'm gonna get you through the whole process. First thing first, in the morning, I will get this one. As you can see on the left side, this is what we call a loose note. It's just notes from the doctors and nurses, you know what I mean? It's something that you and I will never understand because considering their handwriting and all, we just cannot understand it. The next thing I'm gonna do is, this is how I use my QR code. The next thing I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna get the forms title up here. For example, like this one, you can see it's subcutaneous insulin adjustment chart, and I'm gonna put it in this rectangle shape box right down below. The reason that I'm doing it because it's mainly for tracking. Because doctors and nurses or even patients are gonna need them back one day for multiple reasons. Let's say for research, claim purpose, or anything else. If it done this way, tracking certain document will be a lot more easier. Because in IPASAKIT, if you're looking for something like to track certain document, it will show you the date, the location, what are the remarks that you have entered before. For example, like this one, subcutaneous insulin adjustment chart right here. Everything will appear on IPASAKIT tracking system. And everything seems easygoing, fun, not hard, until the loose note pile up like this. Yes, trust me, it's a lot. It's really a lot. And I believe medical records have the biggest storage room in SASMEC. If not the biggest, I don't know what is, but still, it's not enough. Because every single person that went for treatment here, your document is gonna end up in here, no matter what, no matter when. It's all in here. Trust me, it's really a lot. I would say we had hundreds of thousands of patients already. I don't know if we reach the million milestone by now. So if you ever wondered why this QR code system is created, this is one of the reasons. Now hear me out. Few years back, I was doing all this by myself. It really helps me a lot with this QR code, but it's just such a shame that this QR code was not introduced earlier in here, because when you come to think about it, how many hours of work that can be saved, and how many, like I said, how many hours that can be saved, let alone days, because it's super effective. And it costs like nothing. I got this Canon device, if you can see. Yeah, this Canon device from IT department. I generate the code myself. It's not that hard to make, but don't get me wrong, it's not that hard, but it's super effective. Now, when I said that we had the biggest storage room in SASMEC, I don't lie. As you can see right now, I don't lie. This is the biggest storage room that we had. We even had different storage facility than any other department. This area right now that you are seeing is highly restricted to any other staff in SASMEC. As a matter of fact, only few people are allowed in here. The storage area is not fully fitted yet, but it's about to be. If you see the trends right now, if you see the patient, how the numbers keeps going up, the patient just gonna keep going, they're not gonna stop. So everything that been done in QR code with the loose note, after all that is finished, it will end up in here. Some of y'all might be thinking, how long do we keep this all this loose note? I would say certain loose note gonna be in here for different retention period. Most of them will be in here for about like 7 years, I would say, before they're gonna get disposed. And some will be in here longer than that, and some gonna be in here forever. Basically, it depends on their category. Move on to the next one. If you ever wondered what my table looks like since I was using QR code, here it is. It's not that neat, but it gets the job done. As you expected, it's gonna be a lot of QR code on there. It can be a lot more messy than this at times. When it hit the peak, my table could look like a slaughterhouse. Trust me. If you ever come to my office before, you know that my table don't always look like this. It's much more than this. But it is what it is. Rather than you have nothing on your table, that means you're not working right. So please let me know in the chat if my table look neat. People in the chat, please let me know if my table look neat. Thank you. All right, let's get into the next one. Generating the QR code. All right, generating the QR code is one of the simplest steps. I might say this is the easiest part of all this. It really is. You just have to open up your Google, search for the QR code generator, you type in your text, and you download it. That's it. You're good to go. And everything else will be get done by the websites. It is that easy. In a matter of fact, I'm gonna show you how I do it. Like I say, first go to QR code generator, and I would choose this one. You can see you have different choice depending on your case. But for this case, I'm gonna choose the free text. I'm gonna put the forms title in here. And you're done. Just click download. Rename it, press down. Done. Done and dusted. How easy is that? There's a lot more QR code website you can see here. But in this case, I would like to use this one because it always works the best for me. For the other website, I don't know. It might need you to sign up, register, and all that. It really takes a lot of more process. For this one, you could just jump straight away. So you might be wondering, you don't need to tell us this, Kawa. Everybody knows how to generate QR code. Well, let me tell you this. Not everybody exposed to QR code system. Some might know it because of the banking system that we have today. Some might know it from the COVID era when you have to scan to enter any buildings, any shops. When you scan it on MySejahtera. This is not the only purpose of QR code. The reality is QR code is so much more than that. I don't judge and blame for these people for not knowing much more about this, but I believe QR code now is mainly used for ads, marketing, and stuff like that. Whether you like it or not, you're gonna have to adapt with it. I'm not saying that this is the future, but this is the current of doing it. Next thing I'm gonna show you how it's done working with this QR code. Let's get back to the slide. I'm going to show you how this QR code works in IPSAC system. But first, let me go to the IPSAC first. So the thing that I need to do is I need to put certain forms title in here, in this rectangle shape box in here. So let's say from our previous example, the subcutaneous. So the traditional ways of doing it is you have to type word by word on your keyboard. So it really, I would say, it takes a lot of time. While I'm doing it, you can see that I made a few mistakes that I have to retype certain words, certain letters. I'm gonna do a comparison here, how I use the QR code versus how I use my keyboard. I'm gonna show you the one with the keyboard first. As you can see, few mistake, few retype. Like this one, I missed the letter T. Right. Now let's do with the QR code. I'm gonna do with this scanner device, if you can see, and one QR code. Let's see. Done. With just one click. Not using my keyboard, just using this scanner device, if you can see. Let's say one patient have hundreds of forms titled. How fast can I go? You want to see? And how cool is that? People in the chat, let me know how cool is that? How awesome is that? If you want to more, if you want to know more, you can come to my office. It is really lightning fast, no errors, no typo, no mistake. And you might be wondering, Kawa, this is not as impressive as I thought it would be. But I know, but it's working, right? It's really effective. When you come to think about it, would you rather going home with your fingers hurting like hell, of or with your finger feeling as it were? Because we're talking about 10,000 of words per day. If you still wish to use your keyboard, well, good luck with that. I wish you the best. Please let me know in the chat if you have anything to ask me. I might not be able to answer everything, but I try. I guess that is all how I use QR code generator. And because this is about innovation and creativity, isn't it? I also want to add a few things about innovation and creativity at work. I don't know about you guys, but I also like to get involved with Chat GPT and other AI stuff. I would say it's still new in the market, but it could help people like us like a lot. The good thing about it that it's free, completely free. I mean, there are some AI website that you need to log in and register of that, but still, it's really great to have something like this. I'll give you an example. For those who's been asking, all of this slide is being made by AI. I have nothing to do with this slide. All I've done is just create an outline, just put my picture in here, and even this image of Iron Man is made by AI. You want to see how I do it? Let me show you an example. All right, like this Iron Man image. Just click here. You create for this one. I put the prompt comment Iron Man holding the QR code. Listen, it's not perfect, but it gets the jobs done. It also gave me a lot of choices. If you see right here, the eyes pretty messed up, the fingers pretty messed up. If you look, right, the fingers pretty messed up, but it gets the jobs done. You get the point. You don't need to draw any of this. You just have to ask the AI. It's not cheating, I guess. I still do a little bit of editing here and there. It's really cool. You guys should try it. Maybe it could help with your work at the office. I guess that's all for me. Back to the moderator.
Okay. Kita teruskan dengan soalan ya. Soalan pertama. Brokawarizmi terinspirasi dari mana-mana organisasi atau idea menggunakan QR code ni? Ini datang dari Brokawarizmi sendiri.
Apa ni sebelum-sebelum?
Okay. Brokawarizmi terinspirasi dari mana-mana organisasi atau idea menggunakan QR code ini datang dari Brokawarizmi sendiri.
Oh, macam untuk previous version macam my friend buat, my late friend, dia buat guna barcode. Kalau perasan benda tu adalah barcode. Barcode yang QR code adalah benda yang biasa. Barcode tu macam horizontal kan. Kalau yang QR code ni macam petak tu kan. Kenapa tertukarnya daripada barcode kepada QR code? Sebab barcode tu dia consume lagi banyak space atas meja. Macam QR code kita boleh letak banyak-banyak, kita boleh resize dia macam mana. Lagi satu, kalau nak scan barcode tu kena align betul-betul dengan dia punya scanner tu baru dia boleh detect. Kalau macam QR code tak kisah, dia macam sideway ke terbalik ke still boleh detect juga. So it's not invention, it's innovation. Terima kasih.
Next question. Adakah Encik Kawa berpengalaman dalam bidang IT sebelum ini?
Bidang apa?
Bidang IT.
IT. Tak pernah. Tapi sangat interested dengan IT punya bidang ni.
Itu saja soalan.
Terima kasih yang menanyakan soalan.
Okay. Thank you to Brother Kawarizmi Al-Amin for the talk. Hopefully all of us can get benefit from this talk. With that, we end our talk with Tasbih Kafarah and Surah Al-As. Thank you.
Thank you.